everybody, it's Peggy, and I'm here to share with you this week's Poetspice's Color Crazy collab for May 6th. Yeah, that way. And all week I've been wondering what I was going to do, and as each day went by, more and more panic started to set in, and I wasn't getting anything else done. So if you're not making a mess, you should be cleaning one up. So while I was cleaning up a mess, I came across these stamps and die set that Paige had given me a few weeks back. And I thought, there we go, that's what we'll do for this week, is make some flowers. So this is one card that I made up with the first set that I did, and then this is the other set that I've made up so far. Same flowers that I've cut out, but they're done a different way. So I just thought I'd show you how to make these ones. Okie dokie. So I've already cut out a bunch and colored up some, but the first thing that you need to do is color your flowers and leaves here. For the leaves, I'm using bundled sage, and of course you can use whatever colors that you want, and just use your blending tool and sponge on some color. And then around the edges I go quite a bit darker. That sort of leaves a light bit down the middle, just so that they're not just a flat color. So you just want to go over them fairly lightly. And then, like I say, do the edges with a little extra color on them. Okie dokie, so that's the leaves. And then for the, get one of the big ones here so you can see it a little easier. For the flowers, I'm using Vintage Photo in the middle, and then squeezed lemonade, and then spiced marmalade for the edges. So those are my three colors that I picked out for my flowers. So, see what we're doing here. So, for the middle of the flowers, I like using these little guys for blending, and just use the brown and just go into the middle and go around in a circle and just sort of start radiating out, and then just flip the sponge out down the petal here to draw the color down a bit better. Where's the other second biggest one? I won't bother coloring them all up, but do a couple here for you. Yeah, let me zoom in here. No, that's out. Now, how's that? There we go. Alrighty. Get up here. Everything's backwards, and I'm a little dyslexic anyway, so yeah. So just get your brown in the middle and just draw it out down the petals. just so that they have some shadow. That's all you need for the brown. And then I go in with the yellow next. And again, I'm finding the little blending tool easier to use than the big blending tool. And then just flip the dauber out and just drag the yellow color right out to the end of the petal. So you do that to all your flowers. Blending the yellow in with the brown here. And there we go. And then we'll get the spiced marmalade, and I will use a blending tool with that. And you can see the difference between the one that's done and the one that isn't done. How much that really makes the flower pop, having the edges done here. And you just flip the edges here with the dauber. Just get the color on the outside. So you can see that they color up very quickly. And of course you can do any color combination that you like. I'm thinking that I'd like to try to do the purples here at some point in time. So there we go. We've got a bunch of those done. So the next thing you need is a foam pad, and I do have it's an old mouse pad I've cut into 4 pieces, and I use that quite often too. That was my viewer that just flipped down there. There we go. Alright, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Just hang on to your hat. I'm going to move you around a bit. And excuse me. Okay, next thing you need for making your flowers are the tools here that have the stylus. I guess that's what they're called. So this set, it's by McGill. It's got the 6 sizes to it. The one end is bigger than the other end, so it gives you 6. I'm not sure what the millimeter sizes are. Maybe it's on here. Yes, it is. That's 8 millimeter on one end, 3 millimeter on the other, 6 and 2, and 5 and 1. So I'll be using the 8 millimeter, and simple. Just use some water, just a couple of light sprays. Put it on your mat here, and just go around the edge quite firmly till the paper starts to cup. Just roll back and forth around each petal, and depending on which way you want the flower to bend. This one I want them to bend over, that style. So that's what we're making here this trip. And then you can just run your stylus down the middle of the petal, pulling it towards the middle, and it cups up like that. Once you got it all looking like a dead spider, then you flip it over and just go around in the center in the circle. And depending how hard or easy you press on it, depends on how deep a cup that you make for it. So I'll do another one. Just a light spray. And when the paper dries, it dries hard, so it will hold its shape well. You don't have to worry about it getting flattened out. And for anything smaller than this, I'd go for a smaller size stylus. But this is faster, the bigger one. So there we are. We got our dead spider look, so then you flip it over and then just roll around in the middle. And I will do one more of that size. Will I? Yeah, I will. That was a good spray, so it only needs the one. So just do that. Yeah, that would do better with a smaller size. And then for the leaves, again, wet them. And I would use a smaller size, and I just push along the outside edge, and that gets a curl to it. And flip it over and just give another, usually at the stem end I'll just give it a push down, and that gives it some dimension. It's not just a flat leaf. I don't know whether you can see really the difference here without it, but anyway, there is some dimension to it there. Yeah, one more real quick because I want it. Okay. There we go, there we go. There we are. That's how fast and easy. And then you just stack them up, whatever combination that you want. You can do a single big one, and then a medium-sized one, and then another small one in the middle, or I find this a lot easier to use tweezers to stack these. Or you can take a couple of the big ones and get them offset. And you can really build up as many layers as you want if you want a really big, fat, full card, or I keep saying card. Whoop, that side goes in next. Get around there. The hardest part is getting them so that they'll stay. There we go. And then just keep stacking them. I like several layers of several different sizes, but you can see how nicely that builds up to make a flower. So there you go, and then you just tuck your leaves in beside there. So there we are. Flowers 101, sorta. There. I don't know if this was any good to you or not, but there we are, my coloring collab for this week. Okay, don't forget to check out the other ladies that are joined in, and we will see you next week. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.